First and foremost, Mark, what's the first time you guys have tasted defeat in a while at the weekend? What's the atmosphere been like, and has it been fairly positive in terms of wanting to bounce back?
Yeah, of course, yeah. It happens, doesn't it? We're allowed to lose a game. You know, we are human, and we just didn't turn up for 15, 20 minutes and couldn't recover from it. So, yeah, we move on. Spirit, good. The training, good week, and we're ready to go again.
In terms of what you've learned from that defeat, do you feel it was just a bad day at the office, or there's nothing more to it?
No, just like I say, can't win every week. You've got to lose a game now and again, and even the top teams lose. Liverpool lost on Sunday, and that's what happens now and again. You can't win every week. It's important now about how we bounce back.
And quite a big away day, quite a big trip coming up on Saturday. How's the squad looking in terms of your numbers, injuries, and such?
We've had some bumps and bruises. We've done really well up until now, and we've just had a spell where we've picked up some key injuries, but we're trying to get them back as quick as we can. We might have a couple back for Saturday, so it's just we're looking forward to the game. I
know one of those names that's obviously got a lot of injury trouble since he's come to the club is Scott Pollock. How's he doing now?
He had an operation nearly 13 weeks ago, which I think everyone thought he would be fit and ready to play by then, but no, he's not. Apparently not fit yet, so it's frustrating for him.
How far away do you think he is from being fit?
Oh, God knows. He's not been fit. He's been here for 13 months and he's not been fit in that time, so how long's a piece of string?
I'm just getting that must be a frustrating thing for you, and it's not an element you can control.
No, I would imagine I would think at a player of his age you'd want to play football, so it must be really frustrating for Scott.
Away day Saturday. In terms of what you know about Tonbridge, what do you know about them as a team?
Very energetic, high press, full on, aggressive, like what they do. Another 3G pitch. I would think they have limited resources, but what they do very well. Got some good players. Scott Wagstaff I know really well. Great player, great engine, good character. So we know it's going to be a tough day, but we have to do what we do. If we do that well, we have a chance to win.
I know you don't like playing on artificial pitches. Was that a bit of a factor at the weekend as well, or not too much? No excuses. I don't like them personally. I think it's a totally different game. At a National League level, I don't think it should be allowed, but I get why it is. So we have to play on them, and no excuses. I guess one of the things with a 3G pitch or an artificial pitch is it's guaranteed game time 90% of the time. One of the issues you will face at this level is games being called off regularly. Taunton have recently announced that they're going to ground share with Truro to try and get both their seasons over the line. I mean, what do you make of a moment like that?
I just don't understand the National League as an organisation, how they allow that to happen. You know, if you're ground sharing, there's going to be, unless the National League insist that the club has to spend a certain amount on the pitch, and the pitch has to be of a certain standard, a Deso or a CIS pitch, which teams that ground share with rugby teams have to have, then you know you're going to have issues. So it doesn't come as any surprise that Plymouth Parkway's pitch always seems to be a problem, and the National League still let it happen. So I don't blame Truro, I blame the National League for letting that happen. So if we have a game cancelled, we have to fit it in within so many days. And if we don't, everyone's at the National League is screaming. Our game against Truro gets cancelled, and we're told there's no rush to fit it in. We're not even looking at the date yet because that suits the National League. So I just think credibility-wise, it's not a good look. I understand why Truro are doing it. They've got 12 home games left in what will be 9 weeks after their game on Saturday's called off at Taunton. So just a bit of a shambles for me.
I mean, it's going to lead to a very congested fixture list at the end.
Yeah, I think the teams that have still got to play Truro at home should have the away should have the opportunity to play them at home if they can get that game on.
I mean, it's a long way for Truro fans to travel for a home game, I guess.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
In terms of your form, we've spoken about the points many times before, and the 10-point gap as it is now with the game in hand. When you are looking at that league table, I know we've discussed it before, you still don't see it as a cushion, do you? It's basically until it's mathematically done, there's no relaxation at this club.
I don't look at any of that. All I know is that there's 3 points at stake on Saturday at Tonbridge. It's futile for me to look what if. Well, if we do that then and they do that then, it never works like that. Never ever works like that in life in general. So you have to deal with what's in front of you, and that is preparing the team to be as good as they can be on Saturday in a tough game. And 3 points at stake, that's as far as we look, and I think it's important that we have that outlook.
And obviously we touched on injuries a moment ago with Scott Pollock, but we mentioned last week you obviously lost a couple of attacking options in terms of Heidi being out injured and such. Any update on them, when they might be back and who might be coming back into the fray this weekend?
Murph and Heidi, you're talking months rather than weeks. Okay. So we're not looking at them to play any significant part for the foreseeable future, but that's football. We don't moan. We're not a club like some that moan about injuries. We just get on with it. It is part of the game, and all I know is that whoever comes into the team will be trying their socks off to make sure they do a job for the squad.